Most mechanics will never tell you what I'm about to share, because if they did, they'd make a lot less money off you. I used to work in shops. I've seen the markups, the unnecessary upsells, the fear tactics. Today, I'm revealing 5 secrets that can save you thousands of dollars on car repairs. These are simple fixes and tools that put you back in control. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you're paying for and what you're overpaying for. Let's get started. Secret number 1. Battery testing and replacement. Walk into AutoZone right now with a dead battery. They'll test it, tell you it's bad, and charge you anywhere from $180 to $250 for a replacement. Same story at O'Reilly. Same story at Advance Auto Parts. But here's what they're not telling you. This battery tester costs $50 bucks. Works on any car made after 1996. You connect the positive clamp to the positive terminal. Negative to negative. Turn on your headlights for 10 seconds to load the battery. Turn them off. Wait 10 seconds. The screen tells you exactly what's happening. Battery good? You're fine. Needs charging? Hook it up overnight. Replace battery? Now you know it's actually dead. Most people skip this step. They panic when their car won't start, call AAA, and pay $200 for an emergency battery replacement. Here's where it gets interesting. Check your local farm store, Rural King, Tractor Supply, even some Walmart locations. That same Interstate battery the chain stores sell for $195, you'll find it for $80 to $120 at these places. Why? Because farm stores move volume on batteries for tractors, lawnmowers, ATVs, so they keep prices low. I bought a 550 cold cranking amp battery for $50 bucks 3 years ago. Still testing at full capacity. Still starts the car every single morning. Same battery at a parts store? They wanted $189. Now, here's the fix that shops absolutely hate. See that white crusty buildup on battery terminals? That's corrosion. It blocks electrical flow and makes your battery look dead when it's actually fine. The fix? Coca-Cola. Pour regular soda on the terminal. The phosphoric acid dissolves corrosion in seconds. Wipe it clean with a rag. Tighten the connection. Your dead battery works again. Shops charge $150 to $200 for a new battery when you needed a 50-cent can of soda and 5 minutes. Test your battery every few months. When it starts reading below 80% capacity, start shopping. Don't wait until you're stranded at the grocery store paying emergency prices. Buy from farm stores, not chain auto parts stores. And keep that battery tester in your garage. Best $50 you'll spend. Secret number 2, radiator and cooling system. Pop your hood right now. See that radiator? That's the part that keeps your engine from overheating. When it fails, the dealer wants $450 for the radiator itself. Now the $285 for the cooling fan assembly, you're looking at $735 in parts alone. Then they add labor. Suddenly you're paying $1,200 to fix your cooling system. Here's what they won't tell you. Aftermarket radiators work just as well. I've installed hundreds of Chinese-made radiators over 30 years. They're built the same way as OEM parts. Plastic top, plastic bottom, aluminum core, machines crimp them together. Same manufacturing process. The difference? Price. Aftermarket radiator with fan assembly runs $99 on Rock Auto. Sometimes $85 on Amazon if you catch a sale. Same cooling capacity, same fitment, same lifespan. Dealers will say our parts are higher quality, they last longer, but here's reality. Modern radiators don't fail from quality issues. They fail from age and road debris. A rock hits your radiator, doesn't matter if it's OEM or aftermarket, it's punctured. Heat cycles over 10 to 15 years, both types fail eventually. The $600 price difference doesn't give you extra years. It gives the dealer extra profit. Now, some shops will refuse to install parts you bring. Those are the shops making money on parts markup. Find a shop that charges honest labor rates and lets you supply parts. They exist. Call around. Ask up front. Labor to install a radiator runs $150 to $300 depending on the car. Pay that, but don't pay $600 extra for a name brand on a part you can't even see once the hood closes. While we're talking cooling systems, watch out for this one. You bring your car in for an oil change, mechanic crawls underneath, comes back and says, "You've got an oil leak, we need to replace the valve cover gasket, $400. You panic. Leaking oil sounds dangerous. Here's the test. Look at your garage floor. See any puddles? Smell burning oil when you drive? No? Then it's not leaking badly enough to fix right now. Old engines seep a little. That's normal. If you're not losing oil between changes and nothing's dripping, leave it alone. Secret number 3. Air conditioning refrigerant. Summer hits. Your AC stops blowing cold air. You drive to a shop. They hook up gauges. Come back 20 minutes later. Your compressor's bad. Condenser has a leak. We need to replace the whole system. $2,000. You're sweating. You agree. But wait, here's what actually happened. You're low on refrigerant. This can of R134A costs $10 bucks at Walmart. Has a built-in pressure gauge right on top. Color-coded, yellow means low, green means perfect, red means too much. Most AC problems? Fixed with one can. Every AC compressor with a rotating shaft has a seal. That seal needs a tiny bit of refrigerant passing through it to stay lubricated. If it was 100% sealed, the seal would run dry, burn out, then all your refrigerant would dump out at once. So manufacturers design these systems to leak 2 to 3 ounces per year. That's normal wear. On my 18-year-old Corolla, I've added refrigerant once in all those years. One time. That's $10 bucks total maintenance over nearly 2 decades. Watch for these signs. AC works great in the morning when it's 70 degrees outside, stops working at noon when it's 95 degrees, low refrigerant. Compressor clicks on and off, but air isn't cold? Low refrigerant. Used to blow freezing cold, now it's just cool? Low refrigerant. Buy refrigerant with the built-in gauge. Find your low-pressure port. It's marked with an L on the AC line under your hood. Usually has a black cap. The fitting only goes on one way. You can't mess it up. Start your engine. Turn AC to max cold, max fan. Attach the can. Squeeze the trigger. Watch the gauge. When it hits the green zone, stop. You're done. New cars don't hold much refrigerant anymore. Some models only hold 12 ounces total. Lose 4 ounces and your AC quits working completely. That's $10 to fix. But shops won't check refrigerant levels first. They jump straight to you need a new compressor. Try adding refrigerant yourself. If that doesn't fix it, then talk about bigger repairs. Secret number 4. Paint protection and maintenance. Your car's paint job protects the metal underneath from rust. When paint fails, rust starts. Once rust takes hold, your car's value drops 30 to 40% instantly. Nobody wants to buy a rusty car. Paint is actually flexible. Has to be. Metal expands when hot, contracts when cold. Paint needs to move with it. But paint dries out over time, loses flexibility, starts cracking. Once it cracks, water gets underneath, rust begins. Now you're looking at a $3,000 to $5,000 full repaint job. Or you can prevent it for $10 bucks twice a year. I use New Finish. Polish. Not wax. Polish. But it seals like wax. Twice a year. Spring and fall. Takes an hour to do the whole car. This Corolla is 18 years old. Original paint. Watch this. Pour water on the hood. See how it beads up? That means the paint is still sealed and protected. No cracking, no fading, no clear coat peeling. Wash your car completely, dry it, work in the shade, never in direct sun. Apply small amounts of polish with a cloth, circular motions, let it haze slightly, buff it off with a clean microfiber towel. Bird droppings are highly acidic. They'll eat through clear coat in 24 hours if you leave them sitting. But if you've got a good polish protecting your paint, bird droppings wipe right off. No etching, no damage. $10 bottle of New Finish used twice a year protects a $5,000 paint job. Skip it and you're repainting the car in 10 years. Secret number 5, OBD-i scanner tool. Check engine light comes on, you drive to a shop, we charge $150 for diagnostic time to figure out what's wrong, then they come back, you need this part, that's another $800. So you're $150 bucks in the hole before any actual repair happens. Every car made after 1996 has an OBD2 port, usually under the steering wheel on the driver's side. This scanner plugs into that port, connects to your phone via Bluetooth, reads the exact code that triggered the check engine light. Now you have the same information the shop has. For $89 bucks one time instead of $150 every time a light comes on, let's say you get code P420. That's a catalyst efficiency code. Google it. You'll find it's usually a bad oxygen sensor. Part costs $40. Takes 15 minutes to replace, but if you walk into a shop saying my check engine light is on, they might tell you the whole catalytic converter needs replacing. That's $1,200. Same code. Different diagnosis when they think you don't know anything. Once you know the code, you can ask better questions. I've got a P420. What do you think? Bad O2 sensor or actual catalyst failure? Now they know you're informed. They're not going to try selling you a $1,200 repair when you know it might be a $40 sensor. For Toyotas, King Bull Solo Scan, about $89 on Amazon. For any car, basic Bluetooth scanners run $30 to $40 bucks. Brands like Blue Driver, FIXD, or generic OBD2 adapters. They all do the same thing. Red codes. Show you what's wrong, let you clear the light. In states with emissions testing, you'll fail automatically if your check engine light is on. With a scanner, you can check if it's a real problem or just a minor glitch. Clear the code. Drive through a drive cycle. If it doesn't come back, you're good for testing. This tool puts you in the driver's seat. You're not walking into shops blind. You're walking in with information, with leverage, with the ability to get second opinions before spending money. Here's what we covered. Secret number 1, test your battery with a $50 tester. Buy from farm stores, not chain auto parts stores. Save $100 to $150 on every battery. Secret number 2, buy aftermarket radiators online for $99 instead of $735 at the dealer. They work the same. Secret number 3, most AC problems fix with a $10 can of refrigerant, not a $2,000 compressor replacement. Secret number 4, polish your paint twice a year with $10 new finish to avoid a $5,000 paint job down the road. Secret number 5, keep an $89 scan tool in your glove box. Never pay $150 for a diagnostic fee again. Shops make money fixing cars. That's the business model. Honest mechanics exist, great shops are out there, but knowledge protects you from the bad ones. These 5 tools and techniques give you control. You know what things cost. You know what problems are real. You know when to DIY and when to pay a professional. Subscribe if you want more real-world car maintenance that saves money. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. And drop a comment. What's the biggest ripoff you've experienced at a shop? I want to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Take care of your car. It'll take care of you.